afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. Happy February.
It is the beginning
February 1st
of the month. We have some beautiful sunshine out there that makes things a little bit easier.
Feels great, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
We'll get Jacob's forecast in just a minute, but this just in. City leaders are saying their approach to fighting crime has made Madison one of the safest cities in America.
And the mother of a Michigan school shooter was in court today. The new alarming details revealed on the stand.
And the Super Bowl is just around the corner. How a husband and wife team is a house divided between the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. Let's take a look outside today on this Thursday. Boy, you don't even need a jacket. Great day to play some hoops.
I know. All the kids are out with their shorts, right?
Right. New month, same weather are the weather words. Jacob is out on the patio. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Susan. Conditions right now are very nice. Looking up, pretty much completely clear skies. But earlier we did have a few clouds roll through our area. Right now, though, the downtown area seeing a lot of sunshine. Current temperature 41 degrees, winds not too bad. As we look at the visible cloud track, you can see throughout the afternoon just to the east of Madison, actually kind of right around the downtown area as well, there was this kind of small patch of clouds that kept the temperatures a little bit cooler for areas within that cloud, those clouds, but temperatures right now for our entire area are pretty similar. Right now we're seeing middle to lower 40s, a few locations still in the upper 30s, but how about 52 in Boscobel? There were a few areas that got into the lower 50s today, and temperatures are going to continue to be this warm for the most part going forward. Here's a look at the current radar, pretty much completely no precipitation, and there's not really much in the entire Midwest. A few snow showers up in the Northeast, but a lot of the United States very dry, but that's not the case for the western half of the United States, as there's quite a bit of rain and upper elevation snow. For our area, though, our evening is going to show temperatures right around 40, and then overnight we are going to see a few more clouds develop. Lows will drop to around 30. Now the full forecast for your weekend and next week, but I can tell you it's looking very quiet. I'll have the full details later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. First at 4, Madison's mayor and police chief say the city's approach to fighting crime is working, and Madison is one of the safest cities in America.
That was the message they delivered in their annual State of Public Safety address. Brady Mallory is here to break down the numbers.
Yeah, and that's despite a jump in homicides in Madison from 6 in 2022 to 10 last year. Madison remains below the latest national average of 6 homicides per 100,000 people. Of those 10 murders, police have a suspect or a person of interest in 8 of them. And they also mentioned the root cause of those homicides, often from domestic disputes or alcohol-fueled conflicts. Reducing homicides will be a top focus in 2024.
The city of Madison remains one of the safest cities in America. We're growing fast, and we have to accept that with growth comes opportunity, because without growth, change is not possible.
It's certainly about law enforcement, but it's also about violence prevention, a public health approach, and involving our entire community to make sure that everyone has a stake in keeping our community safe.
The mayor credits initiatives like the Dane County Violence Prevention Coalition and other partnerships for success in crime reduction. Gun crime was a major focus last year, and Chief Sean Barnes says the total number of gun crimes dropped 19%, and the number of people shot in Madison dropped by 35%. Car thefts were also down 18%.
Brady, thank you. Several high-profile chases in Dane County has reignited conversations about police pursuit policy in our area. So we decided to take a deep dive into what those policies actually are and if the data backs them up.
Our Braden Ross joins us now with a preview of that investigation airing tonight at 10 o'clock. So Braden, what can you tell us about this story?
Yeah, so I spent hours looking over the policies, the pursuit policies of 3 different police departments in Dane County and talking to experts. But I also talked to 2 people who know the risks of these chases firsthand. Dom and Gina Escuedo were driving home one July night last summer when they were hit head on by a car that was being chased by Maple Bluff police. They were both seriously injured in that crash and have felt the impacts both physically and mentally ever since.
That moment where that car was heading at us head on, that feel of, oh my gosh, like, brace yourself, we're about to get schmucked. I laugh about it, but it's not, like, it's terrifying. I couldn't drive for a couple of weeks.
After a Monona police chase on New Year's Day ended in a crash that killed 3, they agreed to tell their story in the hopes that it can be a wake-up call for police.
So, Braden, you looked into the data on police chases from 3 different area departments. Who had the most?
Yeah, so I looked at Madison, Monona, and Maple Bluff PD. It turns out it's actually Monona had the most. So Monona did 59 chases in 2023, Maple Bluff did 53, and Madison police have a much more restrictive policy. They only did 29.
The policy is somewhat controversial. And how successful are high-speed chases? What did your investigation show about how often they actually end up in an arrest?
Yeah, so actually about 30 to 40% of the time, they actually end in a crash. And then the rest of them, most of them end with either the officer ending the chase, terminating the chase because it's too dangerous, or the suspect gets away. It's really actually pretty rare that they end in an arrest without any crash or any injuries.
And you also talked to an expert in the area of this research. What was the recommendation for all of this?
Yeah, so he actually said in all the research he's done, it's been about 35 years he's been looking at this. He said the more restrictive policies are the way to go to keep people safe, the ones like Madison has.
But what are the alternatives? If you're not chasing someone, you have to go a different way.
Yeah, you can look at their license plate number. You can get it that way. You can get them another way. But you know, honestly, it's like you have to balance the risk, right? It's the risk of the chase versus the risk of letting these people go.
All right, that's very interesting.
You can watch the entire investigation tonight at 10 o'clock right here on News 3 Now.
We'll see you at 10, Braden. Thank you.
Thank you.
A West Side insurance agency was evacuated today after what police call a security threat. It happened at Dean Health Plan on Deming Way. A spokesman for the agency said the threat arose after the company announced plans to lay off some staff, and one of those newly laid off employees made a threat. Officers went to that man's home, and the 50-year-old admitted that he was upset. He was arrested for disorderly conduct and making terrorist threats. Madison police are investigating an incident at the UW Hillel Foundation. Police say several eggs were thrown at the religious center on Langdon Street around 9:20 Tuesday night. The foundation staff reported it to the Madison Police Department yesterday morning. Officers are reviewing digital evidence and security camera footage. At this time, no arrests have been made. Anyone with information is asked to contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. Happening right now, lawmakers at the state capitol are debating a significant tax cut proposal.
It would get money back into the pockets of retirees and parents in Wisconsin. Political reporter Will Keneally is in the Capitol with the latest on where the debate stands. Will?
Yeah, so for one of those groups, the Wisconsin parents, this tax plan would help get money back into their pockets by allowing them to deduct more childcare costs from their annual income taxes. That's actually something that Democrats have been pushing for a while here in the Capitol, making childcare just generally more accessible for Wisconsin parents. But Democrats argued today in committee that giving more money to parents only fixes part of the problem.
Well, I commend you for trying to put more money in the pockets of families with young children because I think we all want to do that. I don't understand how we keep getting Republican proposals that do nothing for that side of the equation.
So the other side of the equation, Democrats say that the GOP plan does not do enough to support child care centers that often face workforce shortages. Now, this is just a preliminary hearing to hear public testimony. There could be some changes later to this bill that could get Democrats on board. And this is actually still going on as we speak, so stay with us through 5 and 6 tonight. We'll give you the very latest. But for now, reporting from the state capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
We will see you next hour, Will. Thank you. The mother of a Michigan school shooter took the stand today in her trial for involuntary manslaughter.
Jennifer Crumbly and her husband are accused of neglecting their son's mental health and making a gun accessible to him. Bradley Blackburn has the latest from the courtroom.
I do. Jennifer Crumbly took the stand in her own defense, testifying her son, who would go on to kill 4 students at his school, had anxiety about taking tests and about his future.
So he expressed those concerns to me, but not to a level where I felt he needed to go see a psychiatrist or a mental health professional right away, no.
Earlier, the prosecution presented her son's personal journal, crying out for his parents' help.
My parents won't listen to me, about help or a therapist.
Camping, holidays.
But Jennifer Crumbly's defense tried to paint the picture of a normal, happy family, showing the court dozens of Facebook photos she posted in the months and days before the 2021 shooting.
My son and my husband are laughing at me because I dragged them around the whole tree farm to pick the tree. So they were finally happy it was over.
Crumbly told the jury she wasn't present when her husband bought a gun for their son on that same day. She testified her husband was in charge of keeping it locked in a safe place.
I just didn't feel comfortable being in charge of that. It was more his thing, so I let him handle that.
Crumbly also testified she never needed to discipline her son for behavior, only poor school performance. Her defense showed the jury emails between school teachers, counselors, and administrators about troubling behavior. She says she was never informed about.
The strategy is basically not it. It was the school. It was my husband. Whether or not it'll be successful, obviously this is up to the jury.
As the trial continues, Crumbly faces more questions from prosecutors. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
The Crumleys are the first parents in the U.S. to be charged in a mass school shooting committed by their child. Ethan Crumbley pleaded guilty and is serving a life prison sentence. His father, James Crumbley, faces trial next month.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin apologized to the American people for not disclosing his hospitalization for several days last month. The secretary addressed his health while commenting on the drone strike that killed 3 U.S. service members at an outpost in Jordan.
We will respond when we choose, where we choose, and how we choose.
Austin called this a dangerous time in the Middle East, saying the response to the attack will be multi-tiered. The defense secretary's appearance comes as he continues to recover from prostate cancer surgery complications, a health battle that he initially kept a secret from the White House.
I did not handle this right. I should have told the president about my cancer diagnosis. I should have also told my team and the American public. I apologize to my teammates and to the American people.
Austin said he never directed anyone to keep his hospitalization from the White House, but conceded that his first instinct after getting the diagnosis was to keep the matter private. Austin says he now realizes his cancer battle is an opportunity to encourage others to get screened and tested.
Well, today kicks off American Heart Month. Heart disease is the leading cause of death among U.S. adults, but heart problems affect children and teens too, and may be more common than you think.
In the U.S., nearly 1 in 100 babies are born with a heart disease or defect every year. That's according to the CDC. Other times, heart problems go undetected. So here are a few things that parents should watch out for. In infants, poor feeding, trouble gaining weight, or persistent fast breathing. In older children, red flags may be persistent vomiting, chest pain, passing out during physical activity, or shortness of breath and poor stamina.
In the teenage years, a lot of times we're thinking a little bit more about acquired heart conditions in that setting. Some congenital heart defects may have gone unnoticed until that time.
Doctors say some pediatric heart conditions are not preventable, so recognizing the signs can lead to getting help earlier and have better outcomes for kids and teens.
The Best of Madison 2024 nominations are now open, and there are 2 rounds of voting. Round 1 begins today, and it goes through the 29th of this month. You can nominate any local people, places, or things to do in a number of categories. This round is write-in only. You're able to vote once per day in each category. The top 6 in each category will become finalists in round 2 early this summer.
Well, ahead of this weekend's Grammy Awards, CBS Mornings revealed the winner of the 2024 Music Educator Award. This year's honoree is Annie Ray, a music teacher and orchestra leader in Annandale, Virginia. Ray not only leads Annandale's high school orchestra, she also leads the Crescendo Orchestra, which includes members of the school's large population of special ed students. Some of those students need color-coded strings and stickers to show them where to place their hands and fingers.
I always say, like, the kids, someone will say, like, oh, they're so lucky to be in your class. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, I took what I learned from them and I applied it to my gen ed classes.
Boy, how inspiring is this? As part of her award, Ray will get to attend the Grammys in person this year. Stick around, we'll have more on the Grammy Awards coming up later in the newscast. They air right here on CBS Sunday night at 7 p.m.
Wow, we need to get her syllabus here.
I agree.
That's
it's a fantastic
amazing
idea.
Well, a traditional Korean dish has been growing in popularity, and now science is giving another reason why.
Dr. Zorba Pastor shares how eating kimchi on the daily can help you in a variety of ways, especially with your waistline. That's when Live at 4 returns.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. We don't get paid until after you get paid. It costs you nothing to get the help you need after a serious accident. The call, free. The consultation, free. Our team can answer your questions and handle your concerns for free. Let our team get you the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big pet care sale is going on now, and that means huge savings on the food, treats, and supplies you need to help keep your pets happy and healthy. Right now, get a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan dog or cat food. Pro Plan uses advanced nutrition to create targeted formulas that help your unique pets thrive as they age and develop. So shop our assortment today and find the right Pro Plan formula for your dog or cat at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-285-6876 or go to sonobello.com.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
It's the annual RV show and sale you don't want to miss at Interstate RV, February 2nd through the 4th. Great RV show pricing just up the road. Highway 51, Poinet.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back, everyone. The gauntlet of the Big Ten will really be put to the test this week for the Badger men's basketball team.
Two huge games are ahead for Bucky and company. First, they set their sights on Nebraska tonight, playing in a hostile environment in Lincoln, where the Cornhuskers have only lost one game at home this season. Then they have a date with Purdue at the Kohl Center on Sunday for a top 10 matchup. Two marquee games that could really decide the fate of the standings in the Big Ten. Wisconsin senior forward joined sports director Zach Hanley on this week's Huddle taping, touching on the fact that these big games, they are the reason you take your talents to Madison.
So you come to Wisconsin because you grew up watching those games. You saw us playing Duke, you saw us playing Michigan, hitting buzzer beaters, all that kind of stuff. You come here to play in these games, compete for Big Ten championships, and win a lot of these games while you're doing it.
Tonight's matchup against the Cornhuskers tips off at 7:30 Central Time. And don't forget to tune in to the Wisconsin Huddle Show Friday night at 6:30. That's right after News 3 Now at 6.
YouTube, which years ago started out as a place to see silly cat videos and things like that, is now a major player in the broadcast world. The platform has 100 million subscribers to its music and premium services. As of January of this year, according to a company post, YouTube officials say they added 20 million subscribers within the last 15 months. The streaming site brought in $9.2 billion in ads during the fourth quarter of last year. Wall Street made up Wednesday's losses with stocks all rising at the close today. The Dow Industrials gained 369 points. The Nasdaq was up 197 and the S&P was up 60. Well, kimchi is not a very common part of the Wisconsin diet, but maybe it should be.
Kimchi is a national food of South Korea with a history dating back more than 2,000 years.
It is a pickled vegetable dish that has multiple health benefits, and Dr. Zorba Pastor is here to tell us more about it. Hi, Zorba.
Hi, good to be here.
So, what is kimchi?
Well, kimchi is they're fermented vegetables. They're usually fermented cabbage, radish, and they do it with a whole bunch of, Korean spices, and then of course they use vinegar. And basically, in this particular study, they looked at a large number of Koreans. They looked at the girth of their tummies, they looked at heart attacks, they looked at strokes, and lo and behold, and they looked at weight. If you eat kimchi 2 to 3 times a day, that's a lot of kimchi, but it's enough to discuss. People lost weight, had fewer heart attacks, and were healthier.
And how much are we talking?
Well, we're talking about, it is not our national dish.
Right.
We can't eat anything 3 times a day in America unless it happens to be French fries.
Right, that's true.
It reminds us that things like fermented vegetables can be very good for us. So if you think about in Wisconsin, what's the fermented vegetable that's in Wisconsin? Sauerkraut. And sauerkraut is also good for us in many ways. So it reminds us, fruits and vegetables done in a variety of ways are the best way to keep us healthy.
But it's not saying that you should probably double the amount of sauerkraut on your bratwurst, right? It's like the cheeseburger Diet Coke method.
You could also have sauerkraut without your bratwurst. It's possible to eat it separately, but kimchi is great. So anyone who wants to go to an Asian grocery store who's thinking about it, try kimchi. And I think you said you made kimchi once.
I did. I've tried to. You can make it with cucumbers or cabbage, but there's really no need to because it's in all the grocery stores.
It's in all the grocery stores.
In a variety of spices and flavors.
Exactly. And they're in big bottles, small bottles, and I think it's time to really add kimchi to a diet.
What is it about the fermentation, though, that is so good for you?
Oh, I don't think we really understand that. I just think we know the fruits and vegetables that are fermented in a different way, but I don't think we really understand what fermentation does. We do know it tastes differently, and obviously in our body, it absorbs different nutrients because a lot of the kimchi that's in Korea is cabbage, and they didn't find out that just eating cabbage did it. It's the fermentation. We know, by the way, that when you ferment certain things with corn, or when you do use lye in corn, that it ends up producing certain B vitamins. So we know that absolutely changing some of the ways that we prevent these things makes a difference.
What about the salt that is also in there?
Well, there is always a sign. That's right. So you have to have less salt in other ways. But that is, you think we have salt. We have salt when we eat pickles. So our pickles are high salt. Kimchi has more other spices. It certainly has some salt, but not the same as a good dill pickle, which of course is fermented.
And in South Korea, do they eat it at every meal?
I think they eat more of it than we eat here. I don't know if they have it for breakfast. They pretty much have a small bowl. They don't eat a large bowl of kimchi. I don't think we're going to make kimchi the vegetable of Wisconsin, but I think that it's something that people should consider trying.
Maybe it's even just an awareness. It's just a different vehicle to get your vegetables
Absolutely. And also, if you've never tried it, try it. I love it. You get different kinds. And as I said, you don't have to get a big bottle. You can get a small bottle or a small jar and try it. And once again, trying different foods is a challenge, and sometimes people find they like it.
It's interesting that the studies, there's so many studies about it, so there's got to be something to it.
Right. Weight loss, fewer heart attacks and strokes, and decrease in belly fat. Maybe we'll find out that kimchi is the secret of life.
Everything also seems to be like inflammation.
Right, and
everything comes
inflammation,
down
too.
to inflammation.
Yeah. Well, because we don't understand really what inflammation does, but it affects our heart. And being that this is National Heart Month, we have to remember, more people die prematurely from heart attacks than anything else. And a third of all heart disease is discovered when someone dies suddenly. So it reminds us, kimchi maybe, fruits and vegetables, Mediterranean diet, keep your heart healthy. And kimchi is something to consider adding.
Not a bad way. Restart or reboot again.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zorba. Good to see you.
Great to be here.
Well, Super Bowl 58 is just over a week away.
And it's all fun and games until you're a diehard 49ers fan married to a diehard Chiefs fan. We'll take you to this house divided coming up later on Live at 4.
Bedtime peace of mind could come from a psychoanalyst, or you can rest easy with Denver Mattress's 365-night better sleep guarantee. And during the 7-day winter sale, get the Summit Queen for only $299.99, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Peace of mind and a great night's sleep, only at Denver Mattress.
The Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale is back. Enjoy the great outdoors at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Valentine's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Bedtime peace of mind could come from a psychoanalyst, or you can rest easy with Denver Mattress's 365-night better sleep guarantee. And during the 7-day winter sale, get the Summit Queen for only $299.99, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Peace of mind and a great night's sleep, only at Denver Mattress.
Take a look at this. Ethan, a 3-year-old boy who clearly had his eye on the prize, incited an unorthodox rescue when he crawled inside a toy claw machine and got stuck inside. This is in Brisbane, Australia. The boy's parents and the officer tried to think outside of the box to get the kid out, but ultimately resorted to a good old-fashioned smash and grab. His dad told him, "Move back to the corner, shield your eyes." And in the end, the long arm of the claw was no match for the long arm of the law that smashed through the glass to pull him out.
I'm not sure he wanted to come out.
Yeah, he seemed like he was having a good old time just jumping up and down in there. I hope he got to get something.
I was just going to say that. I hope he grabbed one on his way out. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, it's a freebie. Get whatever you want. You think one of those, like, those cash machines flying? Grab everything you can.
And we don't know how he got in there? How did he get in there?
Oh, I've seen videos of these kids. There's like a how-to on YouTube for these kids. I
some way to
swear.
do it.
They just shimmy themselves in there, and it's like
I'm always confused
it's a
how they get in there.
Well, maybe we'll send you in there and see how this works.
I don't know if I'd fit.
There's the challenge.
Maybe I'll try. But, I mean, I have the time. There's not much going on in the forecast.
Yeah.
So I'll have the full details, though, coming up after the break.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at ScottTheWindowGuy.com.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Pull up a stool. The local bar scene's hopping. Check out Madison Magazine's guide to hot spots, cool sips, late night bites, and more. Then meet this year's visionary Best of Madison Business honorees. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. Madison Magazine presents The City Guide, your ultimate resource for Madison area adventures. With inside tips on where to eat, what to do, and places to see. Available now on area newsstands or online at madisonmagazine.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hello, everybody. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know for the rest of this week and into next week. It's going to be pretty dry through the weekend and for the first half of next week, but we do have a chance of showers next Thursday and Friday, and temperatures are also going to remain mild during that time, even after the rainfall by the end of next week. Current radar, very dry. Not much going on across the Midwest, central and eastern half of the United States. Very dry, but there is quite a bit of moisture right now in the western half. A lot of upper elevation snow and some quite a bit of rainfall in some of the coastal cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, a lot of areas dealing with some flooding. And looking at the future track across the nation, a lot of the moisture will stay concentrated in the western half of the United States. There could be some rain showers in the central United States, but that'll mostly stay south of us and impact the southeastern areas. But here in Madison and the Great Lakes region, we're likely going to remain dry before another system moves into the western half of the United States at the beginning of next week. And this system will slowly track into our area and then finally bring some rain next Thursday. But here's a look at the precipitation chances until then. Pretty much zero through next Wednesday. not even expecting to see a stray shower. So we are going to be very, very dry through the weekend and next week, and temperatures will also be very nice. Here's a look at the lows for tonight. Will be around 30s, so temperatures will be pretty similar to last night. And looking at the highs tomorrow, a little bit cooler than today. Highs will be in the upper 30s, but otherwise still above average, still fairly comfortable. And then over the next 10 days, we're going to be well above average. Here's the normal high, upper 20s, lower 30s. We're going to be in the middle 40s from Saturday all the way through Friday, possibly even flirting with 50 on Thursday and Friday. And this also will be when we see our next chance of precipitation. And because temperatures are so mild, it will likely mostly be in the form of rain. Now, before I show you the full 10-day forecast, here's a look at some weather photos. Here's the first photo of our day sent in by Linda from Edgerton, showing a nice bird enjoying the snow that is still on the ground. So thank you, Linda, for submitting that photo. Here's a second photo from Amy showing that there is still some snow out there. Could have been taken a few days ago, but still there is some snow indeed. That's a big reason why we've been seeing this fog. So thank you, Amy, for submitting your photo. And if you would like to submit your own photo, you can through our website. Go to channel3000.com, click on the weather tab, scroll down until you see post your own. It's as simple as that. Now here's a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast. Next 7 days, fairly calm through Wednesday. Temperatures will be in the 40s, plenty of sunshine, and then we have some rain Thursday and Friday. Not going to impact the temperatures too much, going to drop them a little bit, but we're still going to be above average for next weekend. But at least for the next 6 days, it's going to be just about perfect, especially considering the average high is still around 30 degrees. So enjoy the weather, because we're bound to see temperatures drop back before winter is over. We just still don't really see it in the 10-day forecast.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Boy, that's a nice start to February, Gary. January was a weird month, wasn't it?
This, we're 2/3 of the way through meteorological winter. Normally we consider December, January, and February the 3 months that people consider winter, and it has been a crazy time period. But it's also been steady in a lot of ways. And so in today's Beyond the Barometer, I want to show you graphic, or in a little more visual sense, what the weather has been like over the last couple of months. So these are December's temperatures. Now, every day that you see in orange have above normal temperatures. Every day. So that means 2 days in December only have below normal temperatures. One of those by 1 degree, the other by 3 degrees. So for the month, we were 9.5 degrees above average. That is really unusual. I mean, you start talking 4 or 5 degrees above average, that's unusual. 9.5, that's really unusual. Okay, take a look at January.
Wow.
First 12 days of the month, every day above normal, about 10 degrees above average. Then after those snowstorms, look at the middle part of the month. Every day below normal, some cases almost 25 degrees below average. So very cold middle part of January. And then look at the end of the month. We're back to above normal temperatures every single day. Last couple of days, close to 20 degrees above average. So for the month as a whole, we're 3.5 degrees above average. So we're talking about 6 degrees above average so far for 2/3 of the way through winter. Now let's take a look at snowfall. The days that are in orange have no snow. A couple of days just had a trace of snow, so just some flurries. Just a few days with measurable snowfall. For December, we only had 5 inches of snow. Normally, we have 12 inches. So we were 7 inches below average for December. Now take a look at January, okay? Same thing, I mean, there's a few more days that have snow, but most of the month was dry, at least as far as snow is concerned. But take a look at the middle part of the month. From when we had that winter storm on the 8th, or the 9th, and then the second winter storm on the 12th, that middle part of the month, we had 18.5 inches of snow out of the 22.8 that we had for the month. So you take out that 1 month, and we're below normal for January as well. And that 22.8 inches is about 9 inches above average. So since December was 7 inches below average, so far as the winter, we're just 2 inches above average. Just, it's a month of extremes. I mean, or 2 months really of extremes, and that's normally what you see with climate change. More variability than, it's always going to be warm or it's always going to be dry or whatever. Just a weird way to look at it. When I looked at that on the calendar, that just looked crazy.
What do you expect for February? Is there a way to tell?
We're looking at above normal temperatures right now.
Wow.
First part of the month certainly trending that way.
What a bizarre meteorological winter.
Right, absolutely.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Well, next, that Super Bowl house divided.
And then coming up next hour at 5, learn how to protect your loved ones and take charge of your heart health. That's at the top of the hour.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it for only $14.95 this Valentine's Day. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The best part of the brisket, bacon, beef, and cheddar is definitely one of those things. Arby's, we have the meat.
Trust Gruber Law Offices to get you back in the game. Our team is available 24/7. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. With Pick and Save, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards, whether you shop in-store, pickup, or delivery. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
New at 5, what do Democrats think of the Republican proposed tax plan for Wisconsin? We analyze each aspect of the plan and what changes might be required before it's accepted.
As we start the month of February, our weather will be similar to what we saw at the end of January, dry and mild. In fact, temperatures will be even milder by the middle of next week. We'll stay dry for a while. At 5, I'll let you know how mild it'll be.
And ahead at 6, we kick off Women's Heart Week with life-saving CPR training. Learn how to protect your loved ones and take charge of your heart health. That's tonight at 6.
Welcome back. The Super Bowl is 1 week from Sunday.
Well, what happens when the wife is a huge Chiefs fan and her husband is the ultimate 49ers fan? You're a house divided, headed to the Super Bowl.
Gracie Smith has the story from Independence, Missouri.
You can stay over there and
No way! While this couple shares a love for football, we do get very passionate. They bleed totally different red.
she's a Chiefs and I'm a 49er, so it's always kind of fight thing between when they play. And
what started over 20 years ago.
He played for you, but he played more for the 49ers.
They did the only logical thing to do, divide up their watch party room completely in half.
Joe Montana helmet that was signed by him.
Decked out.
And I have a bunch of different hats from different years.
From floor to ceiling, in all things San Francisco 49ers.
And the best thing I have, and I don't wear it very often, but I'm planning on wearing this year, is my 49ers jacket.
And over on the other side.
His two favorite teams in the NFL are the stinky 49ers and who's ever playing against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Her side, everything Chiefs.
Confetti, I believe it was from the Super Bowl.
Hoping to see that confetti again, the two are headed to Vegas.
Let's go Niners!
Let's go Chiefs!
This time, because last time
That's funny. We'll see who gets the bragging rights on Sunday. Next Sunday.
Well, the gathering of the greatest musicians is just days away.
The Grammys are this Sunday, and we have a preview of music's biggest night coming up next on Live at 4.
logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Attention railroaders, if you're a current or former railroad worker and have been diagnosed with cancer, call 1-800-LAW-HELP. Your cancer may be linked to the type of work you did, the conditions you worked under, or the chemicals to which you were exposed. Federal law requires the railroad to protect its workers from these dangers and to compensate them for injuries or illnesses that develop as a result. If you or your loved one are a current or former railroad worker diagnosed with any form of cancer, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Call 1-800-LAW-HELP now.
It's the annual RV show and sale you don't want to miss at Interstate RV, February 2nd through the 4th. Great RV show pricing just up the road. Highway 51, Poinet.
I thought you two were going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison this afternoon.
No, we couldn't decide what game to play.
That's the great thing about Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. There is a myriad of games with a myriad of themes so you can find your perfect fit. Some machines offer free games, multiple spins, a bonus within a bonus, and multipliers. So many different ways to play means so many different ways to win. Find your perfect game at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is very difficult to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck because that overhang you mentioned becomes flat and tight fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-888-285-6876 or go to sonobello.com.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Time now for your first warn traffic. Overall, pretty good out there. Just a few slowdowns. The biggest one being on the eastbound Beltline as you are approaching Highway 51 and also the interstate. Speeds are down to around 20 to 30 miles per hour, but the rest of the Beltline pretty good. Small slowdown further west as you're coming from Milton, but other than that, we're only looking at some very brief slowdowns across the area. Nothing major, and as far as the interstate goes, green in both directions all the way down south towards Janesville, and that's also the case if you head up north towards the Dells. Pretty green all around. Now looking at specific times, just a little bit of that slowdown on the eastbound, bringing times up to 18 minutes. This is from University Avenue all the way to the interstate. Westbound is completely green at 15 minutes, and Sun Prairie to downtown is also in the green at 18 minutes. And that's your first warn traffic.
Well, what a mess in Houston. You are looking at this correctly. A fire suppression system went off early this morning inside a United Airlines hangar at Bush Intercontinental Airport, which resulted in a lot of foam. It even spread outside the hangar, as you can see. So environmental teams, the Houston Fire Department, and Public Works all cleaned up the biodegradable PFAS-free fire suppression foam. It did not impact any travelers.
Looks like a blizzard in Houston.
Yeah.
Which never happens.
Snow or like Bobby Brady washing again.
Right,
putting too much soap in there. All right, so music's biggest night is just about here.
Final preparations are underway for the 66th Grammy Awards that will be handed out Sunday night in Los Angeles.
Danya Backus looks at who's vying for the coveted statues.
R&B star SZA is going into Sunday's Grammy Awards show with the most nominations. The Kill Bill singer has 9, including Album, Record, and Song of the Year.
She'll definitely take home a couple, okay? It would be very, very, very surprising if she were shut out completely.
Artists Phoebe Bridgers and Victoria Monet are right behind with 7 nods each. Monet is up for Best New Artist. She'll face off against Ice Spice, Jelly Roll, Coco Jones, and more.
Victoria Monet was the surprise multi-nominee of the year. 7 nominations. That's a lot for a relatively, I don't want to say unknown artist, but a lesser-known artist. So I'm kind of pulling for her myself.
Taylor Swift once again made Grammy history with her nod for Song of the Year. Thanks to Anti-Hero, she is the artist with the most Song of the Year nominations. She's actually never won in that category, but could break a record for wins in another.
Taylor is obviously the one to beat, but it's kind of interesting because this is not, I don't think anyone would say it's their favorite Taylor Swift album of the year. If she wins, it'll be her 4th, which will be a record.
Trevor Noah will host the Grammys for the 4th consecutive year, but this time he's also a nominee. He's up for Best Comedy Album for I Wish You Would.
I get to enjoy the fact that I'm nominated, but the night's got to go on, the show's got to go on, and so I'll have my mind elsewhere at the time.
In addition to awards, there will be star-studded performances. U2 will make history with the first ever broadcast performance from the Sphere in Las Vegas. Billy Joel, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Burna Boy, and Travis Scott are just a few of the artists set to take the Grammy stage. Dawn Ubakis, CBS News, Los Angeles.
80-year-old folk icon Joni Mitchell also will take the Grammy stage for the first time.
You can watch the Grammys right here on CBS Sunday night beginning at 7 p.m. We'll be right back.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. It's the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See a huge selection of RVs and campgrounds under one roof. Meet Gilbert Brown, Gridiron Great. Tickets just $10 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Enjoy the great outdoors at the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Nominate the Best of Madison online today, including Harker Heating and Cooling for Best Heating and Cooling. Nominate Harker and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
New at 5, what do Democrats think of the Republican proposed tax plan for Wisconsin? Will Keneally analyzes each aspect of the plan and what changes might be required before it's accepted. That's coming up next.
On the next Wisconsin Huddle, Tyler Wall joins Zach at the desk and talks about the Badgers' top 10 ranking. Then Zach challenges the UW hockey standout to a game of checkers. Friday night at 6:30 on the next Wisconsin Huddle.
Here's a final look at your forecast. It's going to be very calm the next several days. We'll have high temperatures in the upper 30s to middle 40s, plenty of sunshine. And then as we get towards the end of next week, beginning Thursday afternoon, we do have the chance for some rain, and temperatures will be warm enough to where we will likely only see rain, maybe a mix of snow at times, but still a bit unclear how that system will play out. Temperatures aren't going to drop too much after that system. Looks like we'll have high temperatures around 40 for next weekend. Still above average for this time of the year, but still a bit cooler than what we'll see for the middle of the week. So honestly, the weather story of the day is just enjoy the weather. You know, it's hard to get temperatures and conditions better than what we'll see for the first half of next week this time of the year. And we're bound to see those temperatures drop at least one more time before winter is over, but at least for the foreseeable future, they're going to stay mild.
Tomorrow on Live at 4, a look at an animated adventure movie based on a popular children's book.
Jacob Tremblay and Paul Walter Hauser lead the voice cast of The Orion and Dark. That's coming up on the next Live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Gary Canolti, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Experience the Rhine River September 9th through the 20th. We'll cruise the scenic ride aboard a luxurious Amadeus cruise ship. Explore the splendors of Switzerland, Germany, France, and Amsterdam as we make our way down the spellbinding river. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Get started on your tiling project now at Menards. Give any room a fresh look with the beauty and durability of tile from Mohawk. Mohawk features over 350 ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. Clean Protect Point Park tiles are $129 each. Complete your tiling job with professional quality installation products from Tech. Menards carries Tech mortar and grout to work with all floor and wall tile sizes. A 50-pound bag of SturdyFlex thin set mortar is $12.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The Monsters of Destruction are coming, and coming with a vengeance. Redneck Rampage, Against the Grain, War Wizard, Double Trouble, and The Veteran are ready to put on one heck of a show. Plus, Freestyle Motocross is back. X-Games rider Willie Elam and friends with action you don't want to miss. Day and night shows ready to blow your mind. Every ticket is a pit pass. Come early to meet the drivers. Take a ride in a real monster truck. Don't miss the Monsters of Destruction at the Alliant Energy Center February 3rd and 4th. Get your tickets now at monstersofdestruction.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In today's Final Touch, they're vibrant, they're varied, and often extremely rare. It's no wonder orchids are so popular.
So starting this weekend, visitors can attend the 28th Orchid Festival at London's Kew Gardens. This year's theme is the island of Madagascar. It is one of the most biodiverse hotspots on the planet, and a unique ecosystem has developed there due to its isolated location. Madagascar is home to between 10,000 and 12,000 plant types, and 1 in 10 of those are orchids. They are considered a barometer of health of the island. More than 5,000 orchids have been used to create the displays, but you don't have to go across the pond, though. You can go to the 35th Orchid Quest this weekend right here in Madison at Ulbrich Botanical Gardens.
There you go. I love orchids.
Yeah, you get your fix there.
Feel like spring. Thank you, Charlotte. That'll do it for us at 4, everybody. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.